Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing? I'm checking in real quick. I will not be here long at all. This is Dr. Latimer here, Dr. Kristiauna Latimer. And I wanted to come in because I had shared a couple of weeks ago that I was going to start going live for this month because it is National Mental Health Awareness Month. And I've been thinking about it. I'm like, okay, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to share? As many of you know, I am a Christian counselor, biblical therapist. I love to help people with their mental and emotional health and through a biblical perspective. And today I want to share a really cool quiz that I actually personally created on how to help you identify the root cause of your anxious thoughts. So the reality of it is you may not be dealing with like a diagnosis of anxiety. Some people are. But all of us at some point deal with anxious thoughts. And the truth is, your thoughts can be coming from all different places. And so I was like, Lord, I want to create some kind of resource, some kind of guide, some kind of quiz that kind of helps you identify where is the root cause of your anxious thoughts. Where are they coming from? What are they rooted in? And then a biblical perspective on how to address them and begin to work through them. So in the midst of this creating and writing and praying, I designed another set of 4 journals, and they are 7-day resets that help you with dealing with anxious thoughts from different perspectives. Like whether you're the restless believer or the silent fighter or the anchor, the person who is just the backbone to everything and everyone in your world, and yet your own mental health, your own strength sometimes struggles, because a lot of times when you're the strong friend, people don't think that you need support the same way as the squeaky wheel friend does, or even in your family, your needs can just go very unmet. And so, and the self-doubter, that's the other one. So it's the restless believer, the anchor, the silent fighter, or the self-doubter. And depending on which category is really the reason why you're having your anxious thoughts, the way that you address it can be totally different. So I wrote 4 different journals. There were 7-day resets to be able to help you begin just addressing your own place of where you are with your mental and emotional health when it comes to anxious thoughts specifically. And inside of these journals, I also provide clinical insights of exactly why, from a clinical perspective, you could be experiencing what you're experiencing and how to help. And of course, journaling prompts, because you guys know at some point, I just need to create a hat that says I'm the journaling queen. I need a hat that says I'm the journaling queen because I absolutely love to journal. I have written so many journals and provided so many journaling prompts over the years that I'm like, Lord, like me and journaling is just a thing. I'm a firm believer in it, and if you've spent any time with me at all, you already know that. So I have added the link here for you to grab a copy of the journal. So the journal will typically be $27, but right now it's only $7. It's literally only $7. And it's only $7 because you need to be able to put a small little investment into yourself. Because if you don't pay for something, a lot of times we just don't use it. It just sits in our inbox. Some of us pay for stuff and it still sits in the inbox, or we never open it or use it. But the price point is really low. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wanted it to make it just very reachable for people to have. And I want you to tell me personally, after you take the quiz, what your archetype was. What did the quiz show you, or what did you learn about yourself of the potential place of where your anxious thoughts could be coming from? I also have a Facebook ad that's running right now that has a very personal story on it, like very personal. So I thought about it. I said, I should share this story with my email list here soon too. God really hoodwinked me into writing the ad the way that I did. I did not intend on going knee deep into just a personal situation or time that I had went through, but as I was wanting to share about this quiz that I have created and the journals to go with it, and it is so good. Like, y'all, the information is just so good. I started writing to share about it, and then I just started telling my story. Only one part of my story, because I got a whole lot of areas. We all got areas of our story to share, and I'm typically not one to be super public about some of the struggles that I've had in the past. But in this particular ad, I went there, and then I talked to Miss Shepherd, who is like my spiritual mother, and she was like, people who know you should actually hear this part of the story too. So if you see the ad, you'll get the story. If not, I will be sharing the information to my email list over the next couple of days. So if you're not already subscribed to that, you should. But before I leave, I just want you guys to know that there is no shame in having to address your mental health. There's no shame if you can't figure out why you can't seem to stay happy or why you struggle with having peace. I literally just sent out an email today saying that peace is not a feeling, it's a decision. And sometimes your feelings take time to catch up with the decisions that you need to make in order to protect and secure your peace. And boy, have I made some decisions that my feelings are not always fully in agreement with, but they were necessary to make. So I want you to be encouraged that if there is a boundary that you need to make, if there's a conversation that you need to have, if there's an area in your life where you really just need to say, no, that's enough, no more, please be encouraged that you should do it. And you don't have to be nasty and rude about it. I think we think if we're going to set a boundary line with people, you got to be rude, you got to be cold, you got to be nasty. You don't. I see it with entrepreneurship all the time, people with their pricing, where they make these PSA announcements like, my prices are increasing, or my price is my price. And that's good. I think it's great. Like, set your boundary, make it clear, but be mindful of why you're sharing it the way that you're sharing it, because sometimes that's just a display of your own insecurity about the new price structure that you've created. So I don't know why I went on that tangent. Must be for somebody. If you're going to change your prices and need to, sis, bro, go ahead, change them, make them what they need to be. But you know, the huge PSAs and all the extra around it, it's really not necessary. Either people gonna pay it or they're not, and that's okay. And you know, everybody don't need to hook up all the time. But that being said, I am running 50% off on all of my services this month, just because it is May and it is Mental Health Emotional Awareness Month. And I want to make services, you know, attainable. So all of my services are 50% off this month if you're a first-time client or a returning client even. And I've made space to clear my calendar to make sure that I can show up for you so that you can start showing up better in your life as well. So I love you guys. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be, but grab the journal so that you can take the quiz so I can learn more about you. If you feel like you or someone you know is in need of mental health services or someone to talk to or to process their life with, there is no shame in it. None whatsoever. Sometimes you need to talk about your life with people who don't know you or who don't know you closely anymore. You know, y'all haven't talked in 15 or 20 years, okay? Yeah, because the people around you are tired too. And so tired people sometimes give tired advice and they give jaded advice. And having sound counsel is something that everyone needs. Like, I'm thoroughly convinced everyone could use a counselor at some point in their journey to help them process their life and where they are and the weight or grief or trauma. So sometime this month, I'll talk about grief and what that looks like and how you can grieve things that have nothing to do with the death of a family member or someone that you love, but jobs that you have lost, relationships that you have lost. And a lot of times, if you're holding on to old grief and you haven't processed it, it definitely will show up. The emotion that you refuse to acknowledge is the emotions that will act out. And we want to bring divine order into our emotional life. Okay, guys, I love you much. Let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns. And I think that's it. Bye.